as I always sing, adui akija, sisi tuko tayari. Adui akija, sisi tuko tayari. Now, let me take this opportunity first and foremost to thank God for life. You know, some of you start with so many other things, not knowing that if it was not God for allowing us to have life, nothing would be possible. So I thank God first for giving us life for us to gather this moment, because every moment has its own special purpose. If I died today, you know, some of you fear talking about death. I have been sharing all the time that I'm ever ready, because I could have died long ago. But if I died today, I would die a very, very happy person, because we have created a transformed Uganda with a happier new generation and with a lot of hopes ahead. I have always worked, mobilized, and supported the President and all those in positions in order to maintain our vision and mission of socio-economic transformation and specifically security. Some colleagues, you know, have gotten disgruntled and even left or even opposed us. I think he knows that I am not after these positions that people clamor for, and perhaps that's why he would rather take care of his political interests of balancing here and there. And I remain a freedom fighter, and I admire him and thank him as my teacher, my mentor, my leader, and my hero. I will continue to give him my genuine support and advice. And to me now, I think the best advice we can give him is prepare for a smooth transition so that we ensure stability and long-term peace for the long future. You know, it should be our duty to save him from being Ngambanyenka. Wanyakore have a proverb, Ngambanyeka nyukamaru mavi, that the one who does not take advice brews some bad beer. But we should save the President that problem. Or we should save him. There is a disease diagnosed by political scientists and psychologists that's called hubris syndrome. It's our duty to help him not to have that problem, because it is the advice that we give him that will help him to do his work with everybody else and better than he would otherwise have done if he was alone. He has given this country his best, and he deserves an honorable retirement. He was talking of recruiting fishermen and following the path of Christ. And I really, on this one, want to say that if I read my observation, to me, the President has always been on the path of God, of Christ. He has followed the path of Christ. And he recruited the fishermen long ago. The Simon Peters, the other disciples are us. We are the disciples. We are the ones who can carry his message. We are the ones who know him very well. As you know, Honorable Minister, we did not join this struggle for positions. Whether I am a minister or not, I have and will always work with and support those in positions to continue our vision and mission. You know, the Banyankole say, you don't ask a catastrophe from somebody who is necessarily old, but the one who has gone through it. I can say that while most of my senior colleagues in the struggle, you know, have been ministers for very many years. Me, in the 35 years of our regime, I have been minister for less than 5 years. But throughout the rest of the time, I have supported, I have worked, I have guided, I have helped those who are in those official positions, and I have served Parliament representing UPDF for all those years since 1986. As a matter of fact, to date, as we speak, I'm the longest continuous serving member of parliament in the history of Uganda. In the British system, they call him the father of the house. It's the one we follow, but here they refused it for whatever reasons. I am on record for always maintaining my positive attitude, revolutionary discipline, and methods of work. Minister or no minister, I will remain me. The unique me and the only General Elly Tumwine, because I assure you that I am myself, and I always ensure that I don't try to copy others. I'll always be myself, different from others. But I will try to do my best and let God do the rest for this country. We have built our security forces and laid a firm foundation. As I always sing, adui akija, sisi tuko tayari. Adui akija, sisi tuko tayari. Should any enemy come, we are ready. We are ready. We are always tayari to deal with that enemy. Now, I would like to say that I've been analyzing what is the next mission, what is my next mission, and I can share it with you here. We have done our part. We have sacrificed. We have created a foundation. We have a generation behind us between 40 and 60. There is a generation between 20 and 40. There is another generation below 20. The challenge I think we can do, I'm going to mobilize my fellow presidential advisors and all our senior people, that we bridge the gap between the old and the young by working with the young much, much more. And I'm going to devote the rest of my life with sharing with the young people our vision, our mission, and we bridge that gap together, and not by conflict. There is no need for generational conflict. There is a need for togetherness and cooperation between the two. The future depends on better preparation with better plans. We have done our part and established a very strong foundation for the prosperity of our future generations. I see most of you looking in the generation who have children. Really, every day when we are working, we are not working for ourselves. We are working for those children ahead of us, in front, or ahead of us in the coming years. Let me take this opportunity to congratulate and first thank His Excellency the President for weathering the storm of the past year, 2020, and the first half of this year that were full of challenges. The country has now has all along remained stable, peaceful, and progressing steadily in spite of these challenges. You know, who I like singing, my most recent song is Awogera Awogere, Uganda Songa Mbere. Awogera Awogere, Uganda Songa Mbere. So that steady progress is moving on forward, and we are happy about that. And I would like to take this opportunity again to thank God for giving us life and using us to sacrifice for our country, which we have now brought to be a much better country we are proud of to have than it was when we set out, those who did, including Jim, when we set out to go to sacrifice for establishing a better country. I'm very glad that it is a much better country to live in. And when we agreed to pay the ultimate price where necessary, it was not for ourselves, it was for the future generations. And I'm glad that we at least have 2 generations after us. We are above, the ones above 60, the generation above 40, and the generation who are between 20 and 40, who are our children. So really, we have these 3 generations which are now living in peace. Of course, the under 20 are even a greater and a bigger generation, which we think we've laid the foundation for. Ugandans, there has never been a better opportunity for Uganda to plan, prepare, and work for the better future than now. I'm going to devote the rest of my life organizing and teaching the youth as well as preaching the gospel for moral values as the best way for guaranteeing a better future. I value this issue of moral values and preaching the gospel even more than being a minister. So help me, God. He's a liar, a lawyer. This manifesto, we worked hard for this.
That's right.
And I have, actually there's a project going on documentary about the manifesto and the achievements of the Animal Revolution, which is in our ministry.
The ministerial policy statement 2021-2022.
Yes, for the office of the president.
Yes. The strategic plan for the next 5 years.
Now, these are your challenge. For 5 years, we're delivering that plan.
That's right.
God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, Honorable, now the incoming minister